Live from Padua High School, home of the Bruins. This is game 1 of 2 of this doubleheader between the Holy Name Green Wave and Padua Bruins. Hello everyone and welcome to this Saturday morning broadcast between the 12-8 Padua Bruins and the 10-4 Holy Name Green Wave. I am Nathan Smee on the call for you this beautiful April morning because it's raining. Oh, it was before, now it's stopped raining. So we're gonna take beautiful lightly, but still it's better than torrential downpour like we had the last time we played Padua in a sport similar to softball and baseball, where we were in torrential downpour for a good 2-hour game that was ended early. Hopefully we're able to get in both of these games in this doubleheader so both teams can get ready to go as the playoffs are looming ever closely, with I believe Selection Sunday being tomorrow. Roche will step into the box for the Green Wave, and she'll have a tough task on her hands to break the pitching of the Bruins, led by Faith Richardson. 8-1 on the year. She's looking to extend to 9-1 on this senior night game. The first pitch of the afternoon, ground ball left side and foul. That'll be strike number 1 on Roche. The name of this game is going to be contact. Both of these teams like to do strikeouts, but Holy Name with Reagan Vavro, who you'll see on the mound in the bottom of the first and forward. She is more of a strikeout pitcher, nearing a 1 in every 4 batters she faced strikeout rate. So that gets her to around 26% in that range. So interesting to see how she'll be able to do against this Bruins offense, who has a couple nice hitters who hit some home runs, and Holy Name has some of their own in the on-deck circle. Erica Massey hit 2 home runs against Buckeye this past Thursday. The pitch from Richardson. That one popped up, foul towards the right side and just out of the dugout. Roche is down 0-2. Holy Name, will be their 4th and 5th games against Padua in the spring season. So far, 0-3, as Padua's spring sports have had Holy Name's number for the most part. A 21-5 victory over girls lacrosse, a 9-3 victory over boys lacrosse, and a 7-5 victory at Baldwin Walls over boys baseball last Friday. Holy Name looking to break that run and win both of these. That'll be the first ball of the game thrown. Now a 1-2 count on Roche. Roche calling time. Give her a second to adjust in the box. Richardson back to work. The pitch. Fouled off towards the right side and into the trees towards the right side and out of play. We'll see a 1-2 pitch a second time in a row. A game like today, with the weather conditions not necessarily being pristine and the field being a little extra wet, the ball might not travel as much. So I think we're going to see more ground balls play an impact in this game. That one high and missing. Roche has worked her way back to an even 2-2 count. Roche batting .290 on the season, 9 for 31 with 5 RBIs. She's trying to lead Holy Name off here and get a base runner when they need one here against the Bruins. Richardson settles back, now the pitch. That one smoked into right center and will drop for a base hit. Roche doesn't want one, she's going for 2, and she is in 2. She's going 3. There's a cut off the throw to third, and she is in time with a leadoff triple. Allie Roche, first 2 pitches were strikes. She worked her way back to a 2-2 count and got her way to third base. She is very close to scoring, and now who better but Erica Massey to get Holy Name on the board here. All she really needs to do is put this ball in play. That is the perfect start for the Green Wave that they want to do. Roche is the reason why she's the leadoff hitter. She can do things like that and get big hits for Holy Name when they need them. And now it's time for Erica Massey to get to work here, trying to emulate what she did last time with 2 home runs, one of them being on a 3-2 count in the 7th inning. 1 strike remaining in that game. She sent the ball over the fence to give Holy Name the 4-3 victory. She's trying to give them the 1-0 lead early on here. Richardson comes set, now the pitch. Little chopped foul towards the right side, kind of a check swing, but unable to hold back. She's down 0-1. Now Massey leads Holy Name in players who've had at least 20 at-bats in batting average with a .483 average, 2 home runs and 13 RBIs on the season. She's looking for number 14, and she can give this one a ride. Number 15 on the season. Richardson set the pitch. That one smoked right into the glove of the shortstop, and Roche is diving back safe. But an excellent play at shortstop for the Bruins. That is the senior Emma Talon with a nice effort there, and Roche had to just dive right back in to avoid being picked off for a double play. That brings up Sammy Zabak, the first baseman, now for her first cuts of this afternoon's ball game. Richardson set, now the pitch. That one finds the middle of the strike zone. 0-1 count now on the junior first baseman. Zabak ready to go in the box. Richardson ready on the mound. The pitch. Inside, running in. Off speed, gonna miss towards the left side, evening up the count at 1-1. Richardson trying to battle back here. Second best area on the team, the 4.09, trying to keep that lower today on her senior night. The pitch. Missing wide right this time. Now a 2-1 count on Zabak. Now looking at the way this game is going, right now if you're Faith Richardson, your goal is to get Zabak to pop up. That would be the best case scenario for them, especially if it stays in the infield. The pitch. Smoked right off the glove of the third baseman. That'll be in play. Roche scores. Zabak digging for 2. And Zabak is in there with a double, an RBI double. Holy name. Scores first in this one after a nice swing of the bat. Goes right off of the third baseman's glove. Holy name 1, Padua 0. An excellently hit ball from Massey. Or not, correction, Zabak. Now Holy Name has another runner in scoring position with only 1 away. And now Aubrey Stevens, the freshman shortstop, steps into the box for her first cuts of the afternoon with another RBI opportunity for the Green Wave early on. Richardson ready to go. Now the pitch. Low swing and a miss. Zabak in no man's land is able to get back to second base. She thought about going, but a nice block there from the catcher Knoll, who will be batting second in the bottom half of this inning. Richardson is set. Now the wind and pitch. Ground ball left side. Zabak staying in no man's land, runs right behind the shortstop. Stevens is out going to second, so that'll be 2 away, but she advances the runner. So a nice move there from Stevens. Move the runner up, and now it's in the hands of pitcher Reagan Vavro, who has pitched excellently this season for Holy Name, to give her some offensive help before she takes the mound for the first time this afternoon. 2 down, runner at third for Reagan Vavro. Richardson pitches. That one fouled away towards the Holy Name dugout. 0-1 count now on Vavro. Reagan Vavro's had an impressive start to her Holy Name career. Over 50 strikeouts and a few outings so far. She has definitely been a big bright spot on what has been an excellent softball season so far for the Green Wave. That one missing high, evening up the count at 1-1. Richardson getting back on the mound. Sets. Now delivers. That one hit towards the outfield and just goes over the second baseman's head. That'll be a 2-0 game. Reagan Vavro gives herself some help on offense with an RBI single. Holy Name up 2-0 now over the Bruins on 2 nice hits. 3 hits so far here, and now it'll be a pinch run here for the Green Wave. Now Victoria Scheibman will step into the box for the Green Wave, getting her first cuts of the afternoon. 2 down, runner at first here for Scheibman. But Holy Name has done an excellent job so far. It was up in the air throughout the majority of this week if this game would even get played, especially with the rain that we experienced Thursday night and Friday the whole day. And even some this morning when we came here, it was raining a little bit at 10 a.m. This game was in question, but the fact that they're playing here, Holy Name came ready. Padua, they're just waiting to get ready to go on the bats. The pitch, bunt being shown, runner goes, the throw, and it is in plenty of time. An excellent throw from the catcher Knoll to retire the Green Wave, but not before 3 hits score 2 runs for the Green Wave. Top of the first has concluded here from Padua High School. Your score, Holy Name 2, Padua 0. We'll be back on here after a brief break to bring you Holy Name's first defensive round and Padua's first at-bats of the afternoon. We are back here from Padua High School. Your score, Holy Name 2, Padua 0. You're watching Holy Name versus Padua Softball in your home for all Holy Name sports, Holy Name Athletics YouTube. If you're just tuning in, I am Nathan Smee on the call for you this afternoon. Holy Name, 3 hits in the top half of the first inning, result in 2 nice runs, and Holy Name up 2-0 over the rivals Padua. And you can see on your screen the lineup for the Bruins. They have a tough task here, breaking some of them down, especially the best hitter on their team with batting average, batting .490, and Emma Talon with 14 RBIs. There's also a couple home run hitters in there. 2 home runs hit on the season so far for the Bruins. They're going to try to make that 3 today against a tough pitcher in that, and Reagan Vavro. Right now, her goal is to strike out as many players as possible, as her K rate has been off the charts to begin this season. 26.15 K rate to start the year. That has been extremely impressive for the freshman coming in. And only a few starts, she's already proving a case to be one of the best pitchers Holy Name has ever seen in their softball program. Now she tries to improve that case today with a big win today over Padua. That could seal that. Faith Richardson, the pitcher for the Bruins, and the lefty steps into the box to face Vavro. Vavro deals her first pitch of the afternoon, is a foul tip off of the catcher. 0-1 count now on Richardson. After the foul tip, Richardson ready to go in the box. Vavro ready to go at the mound. The pitch low and outside, evening up the count at 1-1. A ball in the dirt. Vavro taking a second here to recapture. Takes a look at her wrist for the pitch. She is now ready to go, the 1-1. Missing high and past the catcher, Jurek. Now 2-1 count. Patience is key against a pitcher like Vavro, who for 40% of the batters she faces, she takes care of at the plate, either walking or striking out, the majority of those being strikeouts. So if Richardson can be patient, she could potentially be one of the 13% that Vavro has walked so far this season. The pitch. That one finds the strike zone, even at the count at 2-2. Nice high tempting pitch. Richardson held off, but was still in the strike zone, and now she's down to her final strike. Vavro comes set, winds and pitches. That one foul tip right off the glove of Jurek. It was close to being strike 3 on the foul tip, but Richardson has another life. 2-2 count on Richardson. She winds and pitches. That one missing high. We'll have a full count. 3-2 count now on Faith Richardson. Now full count. Waiting to see what's going to be pitched here. Holy Name looking for out number 1. Pat looking for base runner number 1. Here comes the payoff pitch. Low, ball 4, missing towards the left side. Richardson takes first. With the leadoff player aboard for the Bruins, we will now see Marissa Knoll, the catcher, step into the box here for Padua with 1 runner on. Now courtesy runner here for Richardson on the base path. And now we see Marissa Knoll now step into the box here after the leadoff walk from Richardson. Let's see what she can do here. The 1 runner on, none away. Corners are in here for the Green Wave. Vavro deals bunt being shown, pulled back pick throw, and she's back just in time, safe. Nice idea from Jurek to throw back, but not in time. Knoll stepping back into the box. Vavro ready to go. The wind and the pitch, bump being shown a second time. Pulling back and high will be a ball. Once again, 2-0 count on Marissa Knoll. Corner still staying in. Vavro is back on the mound. The pitch fouled off to the backstop. Now a 2-1 count on the catcher. Nice challenging pitch there from Vavro to force the swing to avoid a strike. Looking, but still fouling it away. If she could force a pop-up here and potentially get a double play similar to what almost happened on Massey's liner to the shortstop, that could definitely be a turning point for Holy Name's defense to get a double play and get 2 away opposed to only 1. The pitch. Missing high. 3-1 count now on Marissa Knoll. Three-1 count on Marissa Knoll. Due up next is Wagusky for the Bruins. The 3-1. That one popped in the air. Stevens coming for it. She is able to get it and avoiding a collision. Nice play from Aubrey Stevens, the third baseman, retiring Knoll. 1 away now for the Bruins as Breck Wagusky now steps in, the third baseman, trying to get some work in. In the last inning for the first run, the ball tipped off her glove on a rocket shot from Zabak towards that left side of the infield. Nothing she could have done, not an error, but definitely a hard hit ball. Now she's trying to do what Zabak did to her and try to make a liner and potentially move up the base runner at first base. Vavro Dios, her first pitch in the dirt. A nice block from Jurek. Runner goes, and she will eat it. The pinch runner will now take second base for the Bruins. Runner now in scoring position, 1-0 count on Wagusky. Vavro comes set, now the pitch. Fouled right side and still in play, but gonna drop foul, evening up the count at 1-1. A narrative of this game for both sides, a lot of foul tip contact so far in this game. Vavro has an evened up count on Wagusky, the third baseman. Trying to get it to a 1-2 count is Vavro, the pitch. Ground ball up the gut. Garlow dives, unable to get it. Runner going home. The play at the plate is not in time and past the catcher. Now runner going 3, and she will hold. A nice RBI triple legged out there from Wagusky. I'm going to call it a double based on the fact of when it was thrown, but still Padua bringing it back within 1, 2-1 score with Padua knocking at the door, the runner at third base, which now brings up Emma Talon, the shortstop, the number 4 hitter, who's adding 490 on the season. She already has 14 RBI. She's looking for number 15 and the tie back here for the Bruins. Vavro comes set, now the pitch. That one finds the right half of the strike zone. 0-1 count on Talon. Taking a second before getting back on the mound to pitch. Vavro set, now the pitch. Foul right off the catcher. Jurek appears to be okay after the foul tip, evening up the count at 1-1. One count on Talon. Vavro getting back to work here on the mound. Now the pitch. That one finds a strike zone. Now a 1-2 count. Actually, that's strike 3, they're going to say. First strikeout of the afternoon from Vavro, 2 away, and a loud second out. Holy Name needed that one. Now a force at first gets them out of this jam. And now Alex Camerati, the right fielder, steps into the box for her first cuts and an RBI opportunity for the Bruins. They could potentially tie this game up. The pitch from Vavro. That one lined left side and foul. Now a 0-1 count on Camerati. Vavro sets back onto the mound, gets back to work on the 0-1. That one just runs inside on the plate, evening up the count at 1-1. Nice pitch inside, it looked close. Umpire not going to give it. Vavro getting ready to go. Checks the wrist for the pitch. A wind up in the pitch. That one missing outside. Now 2-1 count on Camerati. Favreau getting back to work here. Back on the mound. Wind and the pitch. Swing and a miss. Now a 2-2 count on Camerati. Holy name 1 strike away from getting out of this inning. Two count, 2 away here. The pitch. That one sent into right field. Scheiben trailing it. And that one is out of here. A home run for Alex Camerati. Padua takes the lead 3-2. That ball kind of traveled weirdly, but it still lands outside of the fence. Just barely clearing it. But now Padua, they're up 3-2. Nothing else really could have been done from Holy Name's standpoint. But now Padua, they control the feel of this game once again. Now Holy Name's have a little bit of a mound visit in the interim here. Bella Belchar, the first baseman, due up here for the Bruins. A 3-2 game. This kind of changes the whole narrative of the game. Padua control the pace of how they want to play. And momentum, once you have it at home, it is really hard to lose your momentum once you're at home. Holy Name trying to avoid losing whatever momentum they have left, and Padua trying to pile on the runs now. Clear bases 2 away. Now here's a prime opportunity to keep the rally going if you're the Bruins. Holy Name getting back to work here on the mound. Padua back in the batter's box. 3-2 lead for the Bruins. The pitch. That one is a strike right down the middle. A perfect get-right pitch from Vavro. 0-1 count on Belchar. The 0-1 pitch now incoming from Vavro on the wind. That one finds the strike zone. 2 straight strikes from Vavro. She has Belchar down 0-2. Oh-2 count here on Belcher. Vavro trying to help get out of the inning. The pitch. Just missing wide right. That'll be a 1-2 count now as they look kind of close. Belcher stepping back into the box, ready to go now for the 1-2 delivery from Vavro on the wind. Swing and a miss. That retires the side. Padua, they were down 2-0 going into the bottom of the first, but 3 runs capitalized by an Alex Camerati 2-run shot to right center. Makes this a 3-2 ball game. You're watching Holy Name versus Padua softball on your home for all Holy Name sports, Holy Name Athletics YouTube. We'll be back on here in a minute after Padua was able to take their infield and see Holy Name's next at-bats as we will see Scheiben lead off for the Green Wave. We'll be back on in a minute. Top of the second, about to start here. Victoria Scheiben due up here for the Green Wave. You are watching Holy Name versus Padua Softball, and your home for all Holy Name sports, Holy Name Athletics YouTube. If you missed the bottom half of the first inning, Padua down 2-0, scored 3 runs, 1 within play, and then a 2-run shot to right field from Alex Camerati made it a 3-2 ball game. First swing of this second inning is a ground ball third base, which will retire Scheiben on the ground ball. 1 away, which will now bring up Katie Majoris, the designated player for the Green Wave. And now you can see on your screen the lineup here for the Green Wave. Pretty similar to the last time we saw this Holy Name team. A lot of quality hitters in there. And now Majora is trying to get to work here in the 7-hole, trying to get a base runner here in the bottom or the top half of the second inning, the pitch. That one, ball missing high. 1-0 count on Majoris. Richardson ready to go here. The wind and the pitch. Missing low, now a 2-0 count. Count on Majoris. Now the pitch. That one, a weird chopper to third base and a diving catch from the third baseman. Maguski retires Majoris. She has done a lot of the work here in this game. 2 straight out recorded from the third baseman. Now 2 away, and Holy Name will now send Bailey Garlow, the second baseman, up. She is the 8 hitter up the bat now for the Green Wave. Now Garlow digging in for her first cuts of the afternoon. Richardson, now the pitch. Ground ball left side and foul. Holy Name has liked to chop the ball towards that side of the field. Padua, 3 runs on 2 hits. Holy Name, 2 runs on 3 hits. The pitch from Richardson. Dies right before the plate. That one will even up the count at 1-1. Garlow back in the box. Richardson back on the bump. Here comes the 1-1. That one, another weird chopper to the left side. This time, Richardson will retire Garlow. Holy Name goes in order to end the top of the second inning. Your score, Padua 3, Holy Name 2. You're watching Holy Name versus Padua Softball, and your home for all Holy Name sports, Holy Name Athletics YouTube. And just a reminder for other Holy Name sporting events going on this afternoon. Holy Name Lacrosse, I believe, is taking on Glen Oak at the current moment in the backyard. And then later on today at 12 o'clock, so in about 40 minutes, Holy Name Baseball will take on Brecksville Broadview Heights to try to get their 3rd win of the week. But we'll be back in a minute. You are watching Holy Name versus Padua Softball. Back on in a minute. And now we're back on here in the bottom half of the second inning. Your score, Padua 3, Holy Name 2. I'm Nathan Smee on the call for you this, well, compared to yesterday, lovely afternoon, but otherwise compared to what we've seen, ugly afternoon here with the rain. Hopefully holding off the rest of today, and hopefully we'll stay dry, unlike the last time we saw Holy Name Padua in baseball where it was monsoon season. So hopefully the only thing that runs over Padua High School today is the Green Wave and not any more impending rain. Scanish, the second baseman, into the box here for the Bruins. First pitch shown to her is a ball up and high, missing right side. 1-0 count now on the second baseman, Viscanish. Vavro takes her place back on the mound. The windup, now the pitch. That one runs past. That'll now be a 2-0 count. Missed high and right the first time, missed low and left the other time. Now Vavro getting back to work here on the mound. She has 2-0 count to work with here to try to retire Muskanish. She is ready to go. The wind and the pitch. Fouled away towards the right side. Now a 2-1 count. A nice challenging pitch there from Reagan Vavro, forcing the contact. I'm going to try to do something similar here. Another challenging pitch expected here. Depends what she wants to do, if she wants to be in the strike zone or something more challenging and try to get her to chase. Wind up, now the pitch. Low and missing to the dirt. Now a 3-1 count on Muskanish. Vavro checks. Ready to go on the mound. Pitch. Ground ball right back to Vavro. Throws across to Zabak, and that will retire Muskanish for out number 1 here of the bottom half of the second inning. A nice play there from Vavro to keep her composure, get to see the ball into the glove, and then throw across to Zabak to retire the second baseman. And now Emily Krazel, the center fielder, steps in for her first cuts of the afternoon. Krazel averaging 300 on the season with 6 RBIs, going 9 for 30 on the season, trying to improve that average here on this at-bat. The pitch from Vavro. Runs in on her, almost hits her, but does not, barely avoid her. 1-0 count now on Krazel. Vavro comes set, now the pitch. Swing and a miss. 1-1 count now on the center fielder, Krazel. Now Vavro gets back to work here on the mound. The windup, and now the pitch. Missing towards the outside left, now a 2-1 count on Krazel. 2-1 count. Vavro checks the watch. Now the pitch. That one well high. Now a 3-1 count on Krazel. Now 3-1 count on Krazel. Vavro back on the mound. Here comes the 3-1 pitch. That one hit right to the shortstop. Throw across the diamond from Massey is in time. 2 away now for the Green Wave. And now a call up from the JV Padua team. Sakura Mossenberger, the designated player, now steps in as the 9-hitter, and with 2 away, trying to get Padua's offense rolling here. Boy, a nice throw across the diamond from Massey to Zabak. Looked like an awkward throw, but still enough power on it to be able to retire Krazel. Vavro, the windup, now the pitch. That one into the glove of Jurek on the dive, 1-0 count. Now Vavro back on the mound. The windup, now the pitch. That one missing high and right, evening up, now a 2-0 count. Vavro might be down in some of these counts, 3-0, 3-1, but she's forced contact late in at bats, so let's see what she can do here with a 2-0 count to work with on Mossenberger. The windup, now the pitch. Swing and a miss, now making it a 2-1 count on the designated hitter. Vavro on the mound, coming set. The windup, now the pitch. That one foul tip behind. What was once a 2-0 count has now been made into a 2-2 count. That's what we said before. Reagan Vavro was able to fight in these counts. They might be down early 2-0, 3-1, but she's able to fight back and get the outs. And now, with a 2-2 count, has a fighting chance to go 1-2-3 in this inning. Wind up, now the pitch. Foul tip towards the right side. We'll see a 2-2 pitch once again. Nice contact towards the right side from Mossenberger to get an extra life. Two count on Mossenberger, the designated hitter, Vavro, to retire the side. Ground ball, just missing the plate and going left. Still foul regardless. We'll see 2-2 a third time in a row. Vavro challenging, Mossenberger matching. One will break, one has to give. Vavro comes set, the windup, now the pitch. That one missing side. Now evening it up to a 3-2 full count. Top of the order due up next if Mossenberger is able to find her way to first base in this at bat. Evro settling in, comes set, the payoff pitch. Ground ball to Garlow, able to throw across the Zaback and retire the side. Padua goes down in order. Your score still 3-2 in favor of the Bruins. You are watching Holy Name versus Padua Softball on your home for all Holy Name sports, Holy Name Athletics YouTube. We'll be back on in a minute to bring you the third inning of play here from Padua High School. We are back here in the top of the third inning. Rain starting to drizzle a little bit now. Your score, Padua 3, Holy Name 2. You're watching Holy Name versus Padua Softball on your home for all Holy Name sports, Holy Name Athletics YouTube. The first pitch of this top half of the inning is fouled away towards the Holy Name dugout by Maris. 0-1 count now on the senior left fielder in for her first cuts of the afternoon. Richardson digging back in on the mound, the windup, now the pitch. That runs in, almost hitting Maris, but we call the ball now, evening up the count at 1-1. Wind up and pitch. That one hit towards right field. And that one will retire Maris on the fly ball into right field, one away. And now the top of the order, starting with Ellie Roche, now enters back in here for the Green Wave. Now Roche calls time, is back ready to go. The pitch from Richardson. That one off speed finds the left half of the strike zone. 0-1 count on Roche. Richardson, after having a rough first inning, giving up 2 runs on 3 hits, has settled in, retired the last 4 Green Wave hitters in order. A wind up and pitch. That one misses wide right and bounces away, evening up the count at 1-1. Both pitchers so far have been aggressive with their pitches, them being decently close to the zone at times, a couple of them being wide, a couple of them being perfectly down the middle and challenging the defense to make a play. Richardson now dealing back to work here on the 1-1. Missing high. I'm thought about it for a second, but gonna eventually call it one a ball. Now a 2-1 count on Roche. Roche out of the timeout. Now the pitch. That one fouled away towards the right side. Had some distance getting out of the infield, but it's going to die right near the end of the Holy Name parents on the right side. Now a 2-2 count for Roche to work with. All of Holy Name's 3 hits so far in the game have come in the first inning. 4 retired in a row. Roche trying to break that streak here on the 2-2. Here comes a pitch from Richardson. Swing and a miss on the foul tip. She gets Roche swinging. Strikeout number 1 of the afternoon from Richardson. 2-away now for Holy Name. And now Erica Massey, who had a liner hit to the shortstop her last time up, be caught and almost forced a double play, but she now gets back to work. Richardson comes set, her first delivery to Massey. Ground ball left side. That'll get out of the infield for a base hit from Massey. She takes a turn. She's going to stay at first, but a 2-out first base appearance now for Massey. Nice single there from her. And now Sammy Zabak, who hit a double her last time up, gets back to work here in the box. And a nice hit could move Massey over a couple bases and get her in a scoring position. Richardson winds and pitches. That one in the dirt. Noel's going to hold it opposed to attempting the back pick. Richardson ready to go here. Now the pitch. That one skied up right behind us and foul. Evening up the count now at 1-1. Now Zabak steps back into the box. 1-1 count on here, a 2-way runner at first base for the Green Wave. Richardson winds and pitches. Inside, runner goes, 2-1 count, and Massey is in there standing with stolen base in a scoring position. Richardson back on the mound. The windup, now the pitch. That one hit towards the right side. It's playable. And it will be caught. No, it's going to be off the glove after the collision. Camerati tried making the play on the ball, but unfortunately she ran into one of her teammates, and that made the ball go ajar. Now a 2-2 count. They're trying to swap out the balls here real quick. And just an update for our coverage next week. I believe Monday we'll be seeing Holy Name softball for their senior night. Tuesday we'll be seeing Holy Name boys lacrosse for their senior night at home. And I believe Thursday, if I'm not mistaken, is the next game. I believe that one is going to be a lacrosse game at home against Brunswick. And then to cap it off, it'll be a GLC title game for Holy Name if they are there. That'll be strike 3 on Zabek swinging. Holy Name goes with 1 hit there. 2 strikeouts from Richardson to end Holy Name's run there in the top of the 3rd inning. Your score, Padua 3, Holy Name 2. You are watching Holy Name versus Padua softball in your home for all Holy Name sports, Holy Name Athletics YouTube. We'll be back on here in a short minute. We are back here now in the bottom of the third inning. Your score, Padua 3, Holy Name 2. If you're just tuning in, I'm Nathan Smee on the call for you this afternoon. First pitch of the inning is a ground ball past Massey on a diving effort. Be a leadoff base hit for fifth Richardson. She made it on base the first time up with a walk, and now makes it to be a single her second time up. Another pinch run here for the Bruins for the pitcher. And now the catcher, Marissa Knoll, steps in for her second cuts of the afternoon. Last time she was up, she flew out to the third baseman, Stevens, on a nice play. Now she's in the box, ready to go. Vavro, ready to go on the mound. Corners in once again here for the Green Wave, the runner at first. The windup, now the pitch. Check swing. And they're going to say she went 0-1 count now on Knoll. Corner staying in. First base closer than third base, it appears, here for the Green Wave. Bunt now being shown. Corners crash. No back pick being shown. Evening up the count now at 1-1. Knoll back in the box. Vero set, now the pitch. That one missing just barely. Now a 2-1 count. Vavro now is set, now the pitch. Fouled away. Now Vavro still challenging here, trying to force contact. No one out. Runner at first base here for the Bruins in the bottom half of the third inning, with them up 3-2 over the Green Wave. The windup and now the pitch. That one out of strike. Throw is not in time. Richardson takes second. Now a 2-2 count. Two-two count on Knoll. Runner in scoring position for her if she could put the ball in play. The windup, now the pitch. That one fouled towards the right side once again. She'll see a 2-2 pitch for the second time in a row. Vavro back on the mound, ready to go. 2-2 count here, the windup and the pitch. That one sent, potentially being able to be caught, and it's going to drop just foul. The closest people to it ended up being Scheiben and Garlow. Padua and Holy Name alike have done a nice job fouling off pitches, getting themselves extra lives, straightening out the contact, and now the name of the game for both sides. And now we have a spectator on the field. A goose just landed on the field. Now there's a goose on the field. Time's going to be called. Try to get rid of it. They're trying to force it to go, and now it's flying off of the field, potentially. Now it clears the landing, and they are able to now resume the game. Goose tried spectating for a brief second, but was kicked out pretty quickly. Now a 2-2 count here on Knoll. The windup and the pitch. Fouled away once again. Knoll is not going down without a fight at the plate. Lorraine now getting a little bit more steady here. 2-2 count still here. Vavro back on the mound. The windup and now the pitch. Ground ball chopped. Vavro throws. And Now it appears Padua will score. The runner is out at second, so there'll be 2 away. But still, Padua will score and make it a 4-2 ball game. Heads up base running there for the Bruins. That was an excellent stretch over at first base from Zabak to make sure that they got the out. But still, 2 away, and now Brek Boguski, the third baseman, checks in once again. She doubled her first time up, trying to replicate that here. Now 2 away and no one on. Foul away to the right side again and into the trees. Nothing in 1 count now on Boguski. Favreau now back on the mound. 0-1 count on Boguski. The windup and pitch. That one's sent into center field. Roche is there to retire the side. Padua able to score 1 run in that inning to now extend their lead to a 4-2-1 over the Green Wave at the end of 3 innings. You are watching Holy Name versus Padua Softball on your home for all Holy Name sports, Holy Name Athletics YouTube. And just a reminder to stay updated in all the games that we are covering. Follow Holy Name Broadcasting on Instagram and Twitter. To stay updated in all Holy Name sports in general, follow Holy Name Athletics on Instagram and Twitter. And finally, subscribe to Holy Name Athletics YouTube and put on push notifications to be notified when we go live. Correction, that will be out number 2 of the inning. Now we'll see Emma Tyone, the shortstop, now checking in after she struck out looking her first time up. Favreau is set. Now the pitch. The 1-0. Now even up the count at 1-1. One count here on Talon. The windup, now the pitch. That one sent into center field. Massey trying to corral it, and it's going to go right past her. That'll be a 2-out base hit for the Bruins. Now that will send up Alex Camerati, who last time up had a 2-run shot to right field. She's going to try to attempt to do that once again here. And now Holy Name kind of take a time here between the switching all of the balls here to make sure they have a fresh one, to make sure that the grip does not change. And especially in these games, we talked about it in the Holy Name Padua baseball game, when the weather is less than desirable, especially with the wetness of the ball, the grip changes and the feel of the game changes entirely. The ball game changes from just softball to, you got to play the elements at the same time. The windup and pitch. That one blocked away. Potential back pick opportunity not going to be able to happen. And now 1-0 count on Camerati. Favreau comes set, now the pitch. That one sent well behind and foul. Once again, nice contact being made by the Bruins. They're able to foul off plenty of pitches. They're just waiting for the ones that they're able to hit, and they've done well when they've needed to capitalize on a pitch. They've jumped on them, and that's how they got into their 4 runs, along with some great base running. Favreau is set, the windup and the pitch. That one blocked, runner goes. No throw being made, as now Talon will take second. Two-one count here on Camerati. The windup, now the pitch. In the dirt and blocked by Jurek. Nice block by her, because if she did not block that, then Tylen would definitely be standing over at third base. One count here on Camerati, the windup and the pitch. That one sent into center field. Roche gets under that one, and that will retire the Bruins, not before they can put on another run. Your score, Padua 4, Holy Name 2. You're watching Holy Name versus Padua Softball on your home for all Holy Name sports, Holy Name Athletics YouTube. We'll be back on here in a minute. We are back on here. Your score, Padua 4, Holy Name 2. If you're just tuning in, I am Nathan Smee on the call. The first pitch here of the top of the fourth inning is a strike to Aubrey Stevens. Richardson settles in on the mound. The pitch. That one sent into left field. It'll be caught over in left for out number 1 here of the top half of the fourth inning. And now Reagan Vavro, who had a base hit her last time up, is attempting to give herself some help on the offensive end here and try to get a base hit. A windup in the pitch. That one fouled away, 0-1 count. Richardson getting back to work on the mound. Vavro in the batter's box. The windup and the pitch from Richardson. Sent foul behind. Now a 0-2 count on Reagan Vavro. Holy Name started off this game with 3 hits and only 1 in 2 innings of work since then. The windup and the pitch from Richardson. Missing high, now a 1-2 count. Richardson back to work here, trying to retire Vavro. The windup and pitch. Missing high, evening up the count 2-2. Vavro being plenty patient at the plate, and when she's needed to, she's fouled the ball away. Richardson comes set, the windup and the pitch. That one is strike 3, looking on Vavro. That will be strikeout number 3 of the afternoon from Richardson. 2 away for Victoria Scheiben now to step in for her second cut. Her last time up, she grounded out to the third baseman. As a reminder, after this game concludes, we still have another game here from Padua High School, assuming the rain is able to hold off just enough, as we'll see part 2 of this doubleheader starting around 1 p.m. if I had to guess. Richardson, the windup and the pitch. That one past the catcher Knoll. 1-0 count on Scheiben. Fresh ball being put into play. Now Scheiben steps back in here, waiting the 1-0 offering from Faith Richardson. The windup, and now the pitch. That one, ground ball left side of the infield. Going to be a bang-bang play, and it throw is in time from the shortstop to retire Holy Name in order. Holy Name down 4-2 against the Bruins. You are watching Holy Name versus Padua Softball on your home for all Holy Name sports. Holy Name Athletics YouTube will be back on in a minute to bring you the bottom fourth of this game. All right, we are back on here. Your score, Padua 4, Holy Name 2. If you're just tuning in, I am Nathan Smee on the call. Padua has Belchar, their first baseman, due up here to begin the bottom half of the fourth inning. The pitch. That one finds a strike zone from Vavro. Now an 0-1 count on the first baseman, Belcher. Is set, the windup and the pitch. That one sent into left field. And that one is still in play. It's going to be at least an extra base hit here for the Bruins. And Belcher is in there with a standing double to begin the bottom half of the 4th inning. A nice hit from her, and now Padua has a runner in scoring position, and now Lauren Miscanish, the second baseman, now steps in for her second cuts of the afternoon. Her last time up, she grounded out to Vavro. This time, the runner in scoring position is trying to get an RBI. Here comes the pitch from Vavro. It's high, ball 1. Vavro comes at the windup, now the pitch. That one's sent really towards Garlow at second base. Tosses to Zabak for out number 1 of the inning, but that will move the runner Belcher up to third base and just that much closer to scoring. Now Emily Krazel, the center fielder, is stepping in for her second cuts of the afternoon with a runner at third base and an opportunity for an RBI. Vavro, the windup, now the pitch. That one popped up, and that one is out of play. Strike 1 on Krazel, the center fielder.
Straighten it out, girl.
One away here, the runner at third base here for the Bruins in the bottom half of the 4th inning. There comes up now the pitch. Runs in on her. Now a 2-0 count on the center fielder. Evero taking a second to get the pitch. The windup and now the delivery on the 2-0. Ground ball back to Evero off her glove. The flip is in time from Garlow, but that will score another Padua base runner. Now a 5-2 ball game in favor of the Bruins is your score. And now Mossenberger, the 9-hitter designated hitter for the Bruins, is now stepping up for her second cuts. She grounded out to Garlow at second base, her first time up. And now a 2-away, base is cleared. Holy Name down 3, trying to get the last out of this inning to get back to work with the bats. Vavro, the windup and the pitch. Missing low and inside. 1-0 count now on Mossenberger. Vavro taking the pitch. And here comes the windup and the delivery. That one finds the strike zone, evening up the count of 1-1. Vavro now has a 1-1 count to work with here on Mossenberger. The windup and now the pitch. Ground ball chopped, still in play. It's gonna be a tough play. Stevens throws, and it's wide. Mossenberger going to stay at first base. She thought about it, but a wayward throw will result in her being at first base, and now a base runner on with 2 away for the Bruins. And we're scoring this one as a hit, as what we can hear, based on the way the ball was hit in play and not on the throw. Now, time is being called as the Padua coach and the ump are now discussing a pinch run here. And now the left fielder for the Bruins will run for her. And that's kind of the key of the designated player. You can have someone run at any time. That is how it's going to be. It's just going to be a swap here. The designated player is going to run for the designated hitter. Confusing concept as it is, it somewhat makes sense after it's been explained to you a couple times. Two away, runner at first base for Faith Richardson, stepping up for her third cuts. Last time we saw her in the third inning, she had a base hit to lead off that inning. That comes up, the windup and the pitch. Swing and a miss from Richardson. She's down 0-1. Everyone getting back to work here on the mound. 0-1 count on Richardson. The windup and now the pitch. Low, runner goes, the throw is in time. Is it tagged down? Just in there, safe. Nice throw from Jurek, just not in time. And the pinch runner will now take second. Now 1-1 count on Richardson after the ball in the dirt. The windup and the pitch. A little bit weird delivery there, but still gonna be a ball. 2-1 count. And now I'm trying to talk to you about the weird deliveries. It could have been a balk. Now 2-1 count on Richardson. She steps back into the box. Vavro ready to go once again on the mound. The windup and now the pitch. That is a check swing, but she broke the plane. Now a 2-2 count on the pitcher, Richardson. 2-2 count, runner at second, a two-way here in the bottom of the fourth. The pitch, that one put into play. Stevens kind of throw across, and if you say throw at the plate, and she is safe there. That'll be a base hit. As some confusion on the left side of the infield has Stevens throw across, and now they'll make it a 6-2 ball game. And now another pinch run here for the Bruins. Now one aboard here with two away, 6-2 ball game now, as they've been able to cross two in this bottom half of the inning. In a game that seemed all holding in from the start, Padua has scored 6 runs unanswered since the top half of the first inning. Padua, once they settle into this game, they have been nearly unstoppable for the last, 4 innings, I would say almost at this point. Now Marissa Knoll, the catcher, back in for her third cuts of the afternoon. Her first pitch that she sees, she swings and misses at. 0-1 count on the catcher. Reminder, after this game, we'll have game 2, but it'll be on a separate link. That one is set up. If you check this one on the thumbnail, says game 1. The other one will say game 2, and it's also scheduled for around 1 p.m. Runner goes, throw down. This one might be in time, and she is safe, barely. The tag looked like it was there. But still, Padua, another runner in scoring position. Now Vavro getting back to work with another runner in scoring position to have to worry about. Vavro checks for the pitch. Comes set. Now here comes the windup and the delivery. That one's sent to Garlow at second. The throw is over. Padua will score 1. And Padua now blowing this one open to a 7-2 lead. Now a courtesy run being had here for the catcher. Coach Scheiben calls time. A lot of things going on here in the 4th inning. And as he calls time, a reminder, next week we'll be on 4 separate occasions, assuming the weather holds up. Monday for senior night for softball, Tuesday for boys lacrosse senior night, Thursday for some more boys lacrosse, and then to cap off our week, the GLC opponent or GLC championship game for Holy Name if they make it next Saturday at 1 p.m. To stay up to date in all the games that we are covering, follow Holy Name Broadcasting on Instagram and Twitter. To stay up to date in all Holy Name sports, follow Holy Name Athletics on Instagram and Twitter. And finally, subscribe here to Holy Name Athletics YouTube and put on push notifications to be notified when we go live. Our goal is to get to 1,000 subscribers by the time we play the Bruins once again in football on August 18th. So if you're not subscribed, go down below and press the subscribe button. I believe in the last time I checked, we're around 34 subscribers away from getting there. So if you're not subscribed, go down below and do that real quick. And now, Brett Boguski, the third baseman, will step in for her third cuts of the afternoon. She doubled her first time up and flew out to Roche in center her last time up. Runner at first, 2 away, 7-2. Bruins lead. The pitch from Vavro is high and missing. 1-0 count on the third baseman. Vavro back on the mound, the windup, and now the pitch. That one, chopper to right field. It might drop. And that one right through the glove of Shivan, runs into the fence. And that one will drop foul. The effort is still there for a Holy Name. A couple of plays they've gone for foul balls. A couple players have run into the fence. Not something you necessarily want to see, but you can definitely see the hustle has not died out, even though Holy Name being down 5. But that doesn't surprise anyone, as Holy Name always, they hustle and give full effort until the end of every game. We've seen that in some of the baseball games. Looking in the Lakewood, Don Marchetta's 2 out, base hit down 13-0. Holy Name still gave fight, and he hustled around the bases in that one. Holy Name, they don't care about the score. They're going to give their best effort until the last pitch, throw, play, or whatever sport it is of the game. A windup in the pitch from Vavro. That one, ground ball as a runner went. Vavro gets it, throws across to Zabak to retire the side. Not before the Bruins were able to put on plenty of runs. Now up 7-2 over Holy Name. You are watching Holy Name versus Padua softball on your home for all Holy Name sports. Holy Name Athletics YouTube will return here after a short break to bring you to the top of the 5th. We are back here from Padua High School. Your score, Padua 7, Holy Name 2, going into the top of the 5th inning. If you are a Padua fan watching, your lacrosse team is currently up 1-0 in their game that's going on. And across the way in the baseball field, their baseball team appears to be up 2-0 over their opponent. For those interested in the Padua scores, Holy Name, I do not have an update on the baseball game as of now, nor on the lacrosse game going on currently at home. But Holy Name getting back to work here in the top of the 5th inning, and they can use some runs here as 7, 8, and 9 are due up here for the Green Wave, starting with Majoris. About an hour and 9 minutes into today's contest, now moving to an hour 10 as the top of the 5th will now start. Richardson, the windup, and the first pitch at the top of the 5th is fouled away by Majoris. Nothing in 1 count on the junior. Now across the way at Padua Stadium, their lacrosse team has now extended their lead to 2-0. Here comes the windup and the pitch from Richardson. That one's going to miss high, evening up the count at 1-1. 1-1 count, the windup and the pitch. That one finds a strike zone. Now a 1-2 count on Majoris. One, 2 count. Here comes the pitch from Richardson. That one misses outside, evening up the count at 2-2 once again. Now here comes the windup and the pitch from Richardson on the 2-2. Ground ball left side. The throw across the diamond is passed, and she'll reach on an error. Holy Name has a base runner aboard, none away. And now the second baseman, Bailey Garlow, will now check in to hit here for her second swing. She grounded out her last time out. And the windup and the pitch. That one finds strike zone. Noel fell out of the back pick, but decided not to. Nothing on 1 count on Garlow. Richardson comes set, the windup and the pitch. Swing and a miss. Back pick is not in time. Now an 0-2 count on Garlow. Richardson back on the mound. Here's the 0-2 delivery. That one fouled away towards the right side and into the trees, out of play. We'll see 0-2 for a second time. Richardson comes set, the 0-2. That one nicely put into play. It's going to be a weird one. The throw to first is non-existent, and a nice infield hit from Bailey Garlow on the hustle. Moves Majoris over to second. Holy Name have 2 runners on with none away. This is what Holy Name needs to do. They need to have plays like that, hustle plays that can give momentum. It was a nicely weird hit ball that was kind of a chopped swing, but it got the work done as it went right exactly where it needed to go for Garlow to get the first and Majoris the second. Richardson now, the windup and the pitch. Morris sends it to center field, and it will be caught, and that will be out number 1 as Morris will fly out to center. Now Ellie Roche, the center fielder, steps into the box for her 3rd cuts of the afternoon. Last time up, she struck out swinging in the 3rd inning. Richardson is set, the windup, and now the pitch. Fouled away by Roche, nothing in 1 count. So far in this game, Holy Name 5 hits with 2 runs and 1 error. Padua 7 runs on 6 hits and 1 error. The windup and the pitch on the 0-1 in the dirt and blocked by Nolan. Nice block there as runners could have advanced if it went past. Now time being called to have an extra softball be put back into the umpire's pocket. 1-1 count on Roche. The windup and the pitch. Ground ball left side. A throw across is not in time. As Roche's hustle pays off, that will load the bases with another infield hit. And now who better but Erica Massey, the Ohio Dominican bound player for Holy Name, stepping in. And now Padua will call sign to have a mound visit. Holy Name is being dangerous with the bases loaded. And this is a big opportunity. 2 hustle plays made this happen. The first one being on the chop hit from Garlow, and the second one from the hit from Roche. That was perfectly placed, and now Holy Name had the bases loaded to work with. But after this game, clearly we are not done yet. We have one more game here tonight at 1 o'clock around the start time, current being 12:15. I believe that will be delayed a little bit due to the break. that will happen. It'll probably be around a 15, 20-minute break, but that'll be on a separate link for those of you who are going to watch Game 2 as well. If you look on the tab, kind of on the live section of our YouTube, you will see Game 1, which is live right now, which you're watching, and Game 2 is on a separate one with a different thumbnail that just says Game 2 on it, same one otherwise. Bases loaded, with none away for Erica Massey, the first pitch. That one finds the strike zone. She is down 0-1. He's going to step back into the box. Richardson comes set, the windup and the pitch. She thought about it, but didn't. That's strike 2. 2 straight strikes looking on Massey. She's down 0-2. Massey digs back in. Richardson has her down 0-2. The windup pitch. Swing and a miss. She got her swinging for a loud out number 1 here at this top of the 5th inning. Now Sammy Zabek, the first baseman, steps up for her 3rd cuts of the afternoon. She doubled her first time up and struck out swinging her last time up. Play is at the plate being called by the catcher. Here comes the windup and the pitch from Faith Richardson. Popped up behind us. And foul. That'll be a 0-1 count now on Zabek. Richardson back ready to go. Here comes the windup and the pitch. That one misses high, evening up the count at 1-1. Richardson comes set, the windup and the pitch. That one's passed, no one goes. Now a 2-1 count as everyone stays home. Five-run ball game. Holy Name trying to cut into that now. Richardson sets the windup in the pitch. Fouled away, evening up the count at 2-2. Ari Stevens is due up next for the Green Wave. 2-2 count on Zabek. Here comes the windup and now the pitch. Misses high, we'll see a full count. The time being called. Holy Name and Padua are both ready to go. Here comes the payoff pitch, which will be a crucial pitch of this afternoon's game. Swing and a miss. And that will retire the side. Holy Name had bases loaded, but unable to capitalize. Your score, Padua 7, Holy Name 2. We'll be back on in a minute to bring you the bottom half of the 5th inning. Bottom 5 is now here. Your score, Padua 7, Holy Name 2. You're watching Holy Name versus Padua Softball on your home for all Holy Name Sports, Holy Name Athletics YouTube. The first pitch of the bottom half of the 5th inning misses low, ball 1 on Emma Talon, the shortstop. In her 2 plate appearances so far, she struck out looking and singled her last time up. Reagan Vavro back to work, the windup, and now the pitch. Swing and a miss, even got the count at 1-1. Vavro comes set, the windup, and now the pitch. That one sent into left field. Maris, trailing back for it, is able to retire. Talon 1 away here to begin the bottom half of the 5th inning. Now Alex Camerati, who homered her first time up and flew out to center her last time up, is back up here. She has 2 RBIs on the game, and it's a big part of how Padua got their lead in the first inning, scoring 2 runs to make it a 3-2 game back then. And now she can add some more onto it with a base hit or potentially further. The windup and the pitch from Vavro. Tries to paint the corner, but is unable to do so. 1-0 count on Camerati. Vavro comes set, wind up, and the pitch. That one smoked foul towards the right side. One count now on Camerati. Here comes the windup and the pitch. In the dirt and blocked away by Jurek. Now a hitter's 2-1 count. Rain's been off and on today. It's gotten colder since the start of this game. Let's see what's going on now here with the 2-1 pitch from Reagan Vavro. Wind and pitch. That one going to be fouled away towards the left side. Now a 2-2 count. You count here. Vavro sets the pitch. That one missing outside. Now a 3-2 full count on Camerati. Vavro trying to get the second out of the inning. Padua trying to get their first base runner, the payoff pitch. Swing and a miss. Drop third throw is in time, and that will retire Camerati on the drop third strike. 2 away now for Bella Belcher, the first baseman, for her 3rd swings of the afternoon. She struck out her first time up and doubled her last time up in the 4th inning. 2 down here in order for the Bruins, trying to get their first base runner here of the 5th inning. The pitch from Vavro. That one, strike. 0-1 count now on Belcher. Nice job from Vavro to hit the top end of the strike zone. Vavro comes set, the wind, and the pitch. That one finds strike zone. 2 straight strikes in a row from Vavro.
Protect, Val. You gotta protect, girl.
0-2 on Belcher. Here comes the windup and the pitch. That one just missing. Now a 1-2 count. A nice pitch from Vavro, not getting Belcher to swing and not getting Yum to call it strike 3. The windup and now the pitch on the 1-2. Hit right to Zabak, who's able to retire the side. The Bruins go in order there. The Holy Name's bats, they have 6 outs to work with. Need to get working here. Your score, Padua 7, Holy Name 2. And just a reminder for this weekend, Holy Name's musical department is putting on their musical Guys and Dolls, I believe is the title of it. Tonight is night 2 at 7 p.m. and then tomorrow is the last show at 2 p.m. So if you're not going out to see the great production and the hard work that they have put on for the last couple of months, go out and see it either tonight or tomorrow afternoon. And once again, we'll be back on later today, right after this game, for game 2 of this series between Holy Name and Padua. And then next week on Monday for senior night for girls softball, Tuesday for boys lacrosse senior night, Thursday for some more boys lacrosse, and to end the week, a GLC matchup for Holy Name at 1 p.m. on May 6th. For the stay up to date on all the games that we are covering, follow Holy Name Broadcasting on Instagram and Twitter. To stay up to date on all of Holy Name sports, follow Holy Name Athletics on Instagram and Twitter, and finally subscribe here to Holy Name Athletics YouTube and put on push notifications to be notified when we go live. Padua is ready to go here, up 7-2 in the top of the 6th inning. You are watching Holy Name versus Padua softball on your home for all Holy Name sports, Holy Name Athletics YouTube. 4, 5, and 6 due up here for the Green Wave. Starting it off is Aubrey Stevens, the freshman, who is playing third base today for the Green Wave. Richardson's pitch. That one paints the left corner. Strike 1 on Stevens. Richardson comes set. Here comes the windup and the pitch. That one sent right back off the pitcher's glove, and that will be a base hit of a rocket off the glove of Richardson. That's how Holy Name wants to start off with the base runner to begin the inning. Another rocket shot. We've seen a couple of those this game, just unable to be caught by whoever it's hit to. And now they're trying to say she was out of the box during the swing. And she will be able to stay at first base as the invisible line attempted to be drawn did not work out. Usually when you see a line drawn by someone, they're tossed, but that's just an MLB, it seems. Richardson comes set, the lineup and the pitch. Swing and a miss. The attempted back pick's not going to happen, but Vavro down 0-1. Richardson coming set, a wind and pitch. Swing and a miss. 2 straight strikes has Vavro down 0-2. Two straight strikes in a row. Richardson trying to retire Vavro. The pitch. 1 low. Now a 1-2 count. Richardson coming set. The windup and the pitch. Now the back pick being faked there. Now it's a 2-2 count on Vavro. 2-2 count. Here comes the windup and the delivery. That one misses high. Well, it's once a 0-2 count has now been made a full 3-2 count. Richardson comes set, the payoff. That one misses high and wide. That is ball 4. Holy Name will have 2 base runners aboard here with none away. Nice job from Reagan Vavro to work the count. Down 0-2, now make it 3-2. And now another pinch run here for the pitcher for Holy Name. 2 on, none away for Victoria Shivan, the right fielder, to take some cuts here for the Green Wave. Last time up, she grounded out to the shortstop. The other time up, she grounded out to the third baseman. Two on, none away here for Holy Name, and an opportunity where they need some runs. Down 5. The windup and the pitch. An attempted bunt being held back. Everyone goes back. That'll be ball 1. She did not go. They're officially confirming it. Now 1-0 count. Corners in here for the Bruins. 1-0 count on Scheiben. Here comes the windup and the delivery. That one popped up. It's playable. And it will be caught by the shortstop. That will retire Scheiben 1 away here in the top half of the 6th inning. So now bring up Katie Majoris for her third cuts of this afternoon's game. She flew out to the third baseman her first time up and reached on an error by the shortstop her last time up. Richardson coming set. The windup and the delivery. That one sent into the outfield. That could score a run. Bobbled, and everyone will stay. That will load the bases with a 1-out base hit there from Majoris. Holy Name, bases loaded once again. Now Bailey Garlow, the 8-hitter for Holy Name, steps in for her third cuts. She singled last inning, which was her last time up. And now Garlow steps into the box, ready to go. A little bit of confusion there with 1 away, and the base is loaded. Pitch. That one grounded, and that will score at least one. Grounding third, heading home. Here's Holy Name, the plate at the plate, and she is safe. 2-run score on the base hit. And that is now 7-4. And now time's being called. The foot clearly in the box, and now that'll make it a 7-4 ball game. And a nice hit there from Garlow, making sure she stayed in the box, and indeed got to first base. Now 7-4 ball game. The tying run is now at the plate in Maris with 1 away. Runners at first and second. Richardson comes set, the windup, and now the pitch. That one hits off her foot, and now she'll take first. Base is loaded. Now the go-ahead run is in the batter's box in Allie Roche. 1 away. Base is loaded, and now time being called by the Padua coach. What a turn of events here so far in this inning. 2-run score, and now another mound visit here. It's an interesting one here. If Holy Name can put the ball in play nicely, that could get this one even closer. They're not necessarily asking to score all 3 runs that need to tie the game in this inning. They still have time. They have 5 outs to work with, only 1 down here. Getting at least 1 or 2 more in this inning would be key. To make it only 1 run they need to score in the next inning to even tie or even take the lead, that would be huge. The lead is obviously what they want in this game. If they could get a grand slam somehow or keep the game going and get some runs up here, that would be ideal. But it's little steps. To get to 5, you gotta get to 5 first. Then you get to 6, you have to have 5. You gotta make sure you get the runs and not try to do too much on 1 swing. You're looking for singles. You're not looking for a home run right now. You're looking for balls put in play, and that cannot be doubled up. That is exactly what Holy Name needs to do. And Roche, she had a triple her first time up. Let's see what she can get going here with only 1 away. Richardson settling back in after the mound visit. The pitch. Missing high, now a 1-0 count on Roche. Come on, 7-4 ball game. Holy Name knocking on Padua's door. Richardson ready to go, the 1-0. That one ground ball and pass. That will score 1. Rounding third, heading home is goal. Play the plate. She is safe. It is now game. Padua 7, Holy Name 6. The floodgates are opening for the Green Wave. They have scored 4 in this 6th inning, and now Erica Massey has 2 runners on. Only 1 run needs. And now time being called. Another mound visit. This might be a pitching change, and now it appears a pinch runner will happen. Now a pitching change as well for the Bruins. A lot of things to unpack after the nice hit from Allie Roche that scored 2. The pinch runner will be Emily Majoris going to second base, so the tying run in scoring position. The go-ahead at first, and the insurance run at the plate. Holy Name is looking dangerous, and it appears the pitching change will occur. Your score, Padua 7, Holy Name 6. We'll be back on here in a minute. You're watching Holy Name versus Padua Softball on your home for all Holy Name sports. Holy Name Athletics YouTube. We'll be back on in a minute. The pitching change for the Bruins is Alex Camerati now pitching for them. Your score, Padua 7, Holy Name 6. They are knocking on the door. Massey awaits the pitch. That one is strike one. First pitch of the game for Camerati finds the strike zone. Now Holy Name, they've rallied this top half of the inning with only using 1 out, have scored 4 runs, and are now very close to tying this game up after being down 5 for a while. The windup in the pitch from Camerati. That one hits Massey in the head. That loads the bases. Throws the bat with power. She'll take her base. She's ready to go, it appears. And now bases are loaded for the junior, Sammy Zabek. She doubled in the first inning and struck out her last 2 times up. If she can get this ball a poke, this could blow the game open in favor of the Green Wave. 1-run game. 1 base separates 7 and 6. The windup, the pitch. That one ground ball. It goes through. Holy Name ties it. Running third, heading home is Roche. The play at the. That one, she is out on another attempt from Massey, but is now an 8-7 lead for Holy Name. They have come back and put up a 6th spot on the Bruins. Can you believe it? Holy Name down and out, down 5, has now made it an 8-7 ball game. They're ready to go. 2 down, runner at second base, but what a key hit there on the double from Zabek to give this one a Holy Name favorable lead. And now Stevens, she started off the inning. She's back in the batter's box for her second cuts of the 6th. The windup, the pitch. That one missing low. 1-0 count on Stevens. Like I said, in the 4th inning, Holy Name does not give up no matter the score. This is why they've rallied and put up 6 runs so far in this inning. The windup and the pitch. Ground ball to the shortstop. The throw across is in time, and that will retire the side. But not before Holy Name was able to open the floodgates. Don't go anywhere, folks. Holy Name has retaken the lead for the first time since the top of the first. Your score, Holy Name 8, Padua 7. You're watching Holy Name versus Padua Softball on your home for all Holy Name sports, Holy Name Athletics YouTube. And after this one concludes, we still have one more. The second half of this doubleheader will be on after this game. Stay tuned for that, and stay tuned for the exciting conclusion to this game. We'll be back on for the bottom of the 6th. We are back here in the bottom of the 6th inning. If you win anywhere, you're not being deceived by your eyes. Your score, Holy Name 8, Padua 7. After being down 5, putting up a 6th spot in the top of the 6th to regain the lead. I'm Nathan Smee on the call for you. It's an exciting game. The first pitch now of the bottom of the 6th is a ball. The first pitch to Muskanish. 7, 8, and 9 are due up for the Bruins, who Vavro has to work with now. But Holy Name, all momentum has been put in their favor after such a big inning. Capitalized by a double that scored the go-ahead runs by Zabak. That one, ground ball, Massey throws across, and it is in time! An excellent stretch from Zabak at first base on the throw from Massey. Retires Muskanish for out number 1. Holy Name, it might have been a little bit of a bobble from Massey, but she's showing why she's going to ODU for softball. With a cannon of an arm, throws cross diamond, and retires Muskanish for out number 1. Padua now only has 5 outs to work with. Now they'll bring up their 8-hitter, Emily Krazel, in. For her, I believe will be her 4th cut of the afternoon. Christian, this will be her 3rd at-bat. She grounded out both times. That one fouled behind on a weird bounce. Nothing, 1 count now on Krazel. Still, foul balls being a big part of this game. A lot of foul ball contact has been made, more than has been put in play. Now, quick second here before back underway is we need some more softballs. Oh, 1 count now on Krazel. None on, 1 away here in the bottom of the 6th inning. The windup and the pitch from Vavro. That one missing outside, evening up the count at 1-1. One count now on the center fielder, Krazel. The windup and the pitch. That one right off the glove of Vavro, but that will stay in the infield. The throw is in time, right off Vavro's glove, but she was able to do a nice job regathering herself. Throw across the Zabak. 2 away now for the number 9 hitter, Mossenberger, for the Bruins. So far in her 2 at-bats, she grounded out to Garlow at second base her first time up, and last time up, she had a base hit. Two down. Vavro ready back to deal here. They'll wind up the pitch. Ground ball right to Zabak. She can easily step on first base. Padua goes in order to retire the side. Holy Name up 8-7 over Padua with 1 inning left to go. You're watching Holy Name versus Padua softball on your home for all Holy Name Sports, Holy Name Athletics YouTube. Don't go anywhere, anyone. This game just getting exciting. One inning remains here from Padua High School in game 1 of 2 of this doubleheader. Your score, Holy Name 8, Padua 7. If you're just tuning in, I am Nathan Smee. If you tuned out for the middle of this game and you saw Holy Name down, your eyes do not deceive you. Holy Name put up 6 in the last inning to take an 8-7 lead over the Bruins, and now they are trying to close it out. Camerati's first pitch of the inning is a strike to Vavro. 5, 6, and 7 are up here for the Green Wave. A 1 count on Vavro. as Camerati steps back onto the mound. They'll wind up the pitch. Almost hits her. She has to duck out of the way, but that evens up the count 1-1 nonetheless. Favreau steps back into the box. Camerati coming set. Here comes the wind and the pitch. Allen finds the strike sign. Now a 1-2 count on Reagan Favreau. The windup and the pitch on the 1-2 skips to the plate. That will now be a 2-2 count. Two count here on Favreau. Camerati on the mound. The windup, the pitch. That one popped up. It could drop, but the play will be made in right field to retire Favreau. One away to begin the top of the 7th inning. And Victoria Scheiben steps in once again for some more cuts, which will be her 4th. She grounded out to third and short, and then also flew out to the shortstop. Her last time up on a foul ball hit towards the left side of the infield. Holy Name, 9 hits have resulted in 8 runs and 1 error. Padua, 7 hits, 7 runs, and 1 error. The pitch. Time to bunt. That one's laid down. She might be able to leg it out. The throw is not in time as it hits the ground. A nicely executed bunt from Victoria Scheiben, getting Holy Name to double-digit hits on the game and getting a base runner aboard with only 1 away. Now Katie Majora steps in the box for some more cuts here. She reached her last 2 times up, and she grounded out her first time up.
Back in the box, she's going, she's going. Do your thing, Russ.
Camerati, the windup and the pitch. And that one will be strike number 1 on Majoris. Majoris steps back into the box. 0-1 count on her, runner at first, 1 away here in the top of the 7th inning. Camerati comes set, the wind in the pitch. Ground ball, this could be 2. That one's gonna go past for an error, and now going to third base is Scheiben. She's in there. Now runner at the corners as Majoris runs, and she is out. Now that will stall time. Be able to have Holy Name is able to get it to 9 on a very weird play being made, but it seemed like that Majoris purposely stole to make sure that Scheiben could steal home. And now it's a 9-7 ball game. Holy Name have 2 runs in insurance for Reagan Favreau to work with. Might not have been purposeful, but still, it was a genius play. If it was planned by Holy Name and Majoris, she did her job moving Victoria Scheiben up and did just enough time to stall to make sure that she could take home. Holy Name 9, Padua 7. Now 2 down, steps up, Ailey Garlow once again here for the Green Wave. The windup and the pitch. Ground ball, left side, that one's past third base with a shortstop there for backup, throws across, and is in time to be able to retire Garlow and the Green Wave. Holy Name puts up 1 more insurance run. 3 outs left to get here for Holy Name. Your score, Holy Name 9, Padua 7. You're watching Holy Name versus Padua Softball Game 1 on your home for all Holy Name sports. Holy Name Athletics YouTube. We'll be back on here in a minute to bring you the last bottom half of this game. 3 outs separate Holy Name from a big comeback victory. Your score, Holy Name 9, Padua 7. But Holy Name has to deal at the top of the order. Faith Richardson, Marissa Knoll, and Brad Bogusky due up here for the Bruins. 3 outs Holy Name needs to get. Padua, 2 runs they need to get to extend this game. The windup and the pitch from Vavro. Nice block from Jurek, but it's going to be ball 1, 1-0 count on Richardson. Vavro gave up 7 runs in the first 5 innings, or the first 4 innings, but since then has retired 6 straight Bruins in order. She tries to continue that streak here. 1-0 count on Richardson to wind up the pitch. Ground ball, gonna bounce off of her to Massey, gonna bounce, and a throw will not be in time as Richardson will reach on an error. Now the tying run, Knoll steps up to the plate here for the Bruins. And now Padua, they need some hits here now if they're going to win this game. They need to move the runner across. And I could see this as a bunting opportunity for the Bruins to try to move some people across. As looking down the lineup, the number 5 hitter, Camerati, hit a home run earlier. And I believe, if I'm not mistaken, if I'm going to look at my notes before I say it, no, Talon does not have a home run, but she has the power to do so. So if you can potentially move the runner over and hit a home run for one of your 3, 4, or 5 hitters, that might be the move for Padua. And now the catcher, Knoll, steps into the box. She is the tying run. Corners in here for Holy Name. None away, runner at first base here in the bottom of the 7th inning. Vavro's gonna step off the mound before she pitches. Vavro now back onto the mound to wind up the pitch. That one, strike 1 on Knoll. Vavro back on the mound, the wind up, the pitch. That one goes past Jurek, she's going. And Richardson is now in a scoring position, and now a 1-1 count. Ball's gonna be switched out here before we see the 1-1 offering from Vavro. Another one more reminder, this is just game 1 of a 2-game series. We'll see game 2 following the conclusion of this exciting matchup. Probably 20 minutes after this one ends, we'll see game 2. But to stay updated on all the ends that we are covering, follow Holy Name Broadcasting on Instagram and Twitter. To stay updated with all Holy Name sports, follow Holy Name Athletics on Instagram and Twitter. The pitch, missing high, 2-1 count. And finally, subscribe to Holy Name Athletics YouTube and put on push notifications to be notified when we go live. Now a 2-1 count here on Marissa Knoll. The range becoming sporadic, but now it's back again. Swing and a miss, now a 2-2 count on Knoll. Two count. Holy Name looking for out number 1 of 3 that they need here. The wind up the pitch on the 2-2. Swing and a miss. That's out number 1 on a strikeout from Vavro, retiring Knoll. And now Brack Bogusky. It's now her turn to try to move Richardson up with 1 away. Padua trying to extend this game. A home run would tie it. But they needed 1 run at a time right now. Only 1 home run in this game, hit by Camerati in the bottom half of the 1st inning. Wind up the pitch. That one, a nice block from Jurek on ball 1. But if that got past, that could have let Richardson go to 3rd. Vavro steps back onto the mound. Comes the windup in the pitch. That one missing outside, now a 2-0 count on Bogusky. Vavro steps back onto the mound. 2-0 count, runner at second, one away in the bottom of the seventh. The pitch fouled away into the trees, now a 2-1 count. Two-one count here, one away, runner at second. Vavro steps on the mound, the windup, and the pitch. Another nice block from Jerk. Runner goes. The throw is not going to be in time as Richardson is now at third base. 3-1 count here on Boguski. Emma Talon, the shortstop, is due up next for the Bruins. Here is the 3-1 count pitch from Vavro. She steps onto the mound. Here is her delivery. That one is going to be a strike, two. It just hits a high strike zone. She tossed the bat like she thought it was ball four. Nice pitch from Vavro. Paints the top of the strike zone. Now a 3-2 count. The rain coming down a little bit more steady now. Here comes the payoff. That one misses outside. That one is ball four. And now the winning run is now up to bat for the Bruins. Runners at the corners now for the senior Talon, the shortstop. If she can knock home at least one, then they're in good shape with one away. However, if this ball is hit to either the shortstop or the second baseman, then this game might be over. Boguski over at first, Richardson at third. The pitch, that one's strike. Strike number one on Talon. Jurek thought about the back pick, but decides against it. The winning run at the plate for the Bruins. The go-ahead, the tying run over at first. The pitch. Runner goes, throw down. It is in time. That'll be out number two. The plate is not in time. 9-8 ball game, but no one on. Now that makes it 2 outs. An interesting call from the Bruins. They kind of sacrificed the runners to make sure they get one. An interesting, I'm baffled by the move. 2 away now for Padua. Now a 1-1 count with no one on. A wind-up, the pitch. Swing and a miss. Padua down to their final strike of game one. One-two count on Talon, the senior. Vavro to close the game. Fouled away. Talon fights for one more pitch. 9-8 ball game. One-two pitch. No one on. The wind of the pitch. That one just off the plate. Coach Scheiben Holheim thought that was game, but then now evens up the count at 2-2. Two away. Padua needs one to tie, 2 to win. The wind-up, the pitch. Fouled away. Talon fights once again for another pitch. Two pitch here once again to Talon. Vavro awaiting the call. Vavro to seal game one. Missing high and outside. It's now a full count. They're close, but just missing out towards the right side. 3-2, 2 away, no one on. Vavro to seal the deal. That one hit into left field. Morris gets under it, and it's in play. It's going to stay in. She gets at least 2 bases, and that's all she will get. And now the tying run is at second base on one that looked like it was about to go out of the field. If Talon got a little bit more power on that one, then that would have tied the game. But I said it before that she had the power to do it, and she got awful close to doing so. And now Alex Camerati is up to bat, the right fielder, back in the first inning. She hit one out for 2 runs. She now tries to emulate what she done. Tying run is at second base, 2 away here. 9-8, Holy Name leads. The windup in the pitch from Vavro. That one popped up and out of play. That will be strike number 1. Now we're waiting for a ball to be put into play. 0-1 count here. Camerati at the plate, 0-1 count. Vavro trying to win this game for Holy Name on the mound. The windup and the pitch. Bunt time to be put down. It's not going to be put down. Pulls back, evening up the count at 1-1. Vavro comes set, the wind in the pitch. Another bunt. That one's going to go behind. Padua down at their final strike once again.
You're good, Alex. Deep breath. Deep breath.
1-2 count on Camerati. Holy Name looking for the last strike of the game, the last out to seal the deal. The windup, the pitch. That one high. Runner's thinking about it, but she's going to stay home at second base. Now a 2-2 count. Vavro, the 2-2 pitch. It runs in, and now we'll see another full count here on Camerati. Belcher, the first baseman, due up next for the Bruins. 3-2 ball game. 2 down. Runner at second. This is for the game. Vavro deals for the green wave. Pops up. Massey gets under it and is able to end the game on the catch. Holy Name survives 9-8 over Padua and gets a huge win in game number 1 of this doubleheader. Your final score, Holy Name 9, Padua 8. Thank you for tuning in to game 1 of this 2-game series. We'll be back on in around 20 minutes on a different link to bring you game 2. But once again, to stay up to date on all the games that we are covering, follow Holy Name Broadcasting, Instagram and Twitter. To stay up to date on all of Holy Name Sports, follow Holy Name Athletics on Instagram and Twitter. And finally, subscribe here to Holy Name Athletics YouTube and put on push notifications to be notified when we go live. We will now switch over to the other stream. We'll be back on in about 20 minutes to bring you game 2. Your final score in game 1, Holy Name 9, Padua 8. I've been Nathan Smee. Thank you for tuning in. Have a good day, everyone. If you're not watching game 2, if not, see you in a little bit. Good night, everyone, and go Namers.